Welcome back to Talks with Ty. You already know who it is. Today, I want to thank my guests. Today, I have with me here Notoya. She is a fashion designer from Philly. How you feeling, sis?
I'm good.
That's good.
I woke up in a good mood today, actually.
What got you waking up in a good mood today?
I don't know. I just woke up feeling good.
It's the weather, I feel like.
Probably.
It's the weather.
Yeah.
I feel like when the weather, like, it comes in real warm, you see this outside, it look all nice, like, it make you feel like, oh, like.
And I got all my windows open in my house, so yeah, that played a part in it.
You got the AC in there yet?
No.
You ain't got it?
I'm just rocking out with my little black fan.
A little black period. Look, humble beginnings, okay?
Yeah, I'm rocking out with my little black fan.
Every entrepreneur start from a humble beginning, though. So shout out.
I still got an 09 car.
Oh, listen, and by this year, next year, I'm gonna speak a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, and something other than what I got now.
We're gonna speak a Bentley.
Yeah, BMW.
Period.
I can settle with that. I can settle with that.
You already know. So we gotta take a shot before we start this show. We're gonna take a shot to you. We want to take a shot to your new endeavors in your Bentley coming soon.
Yes. Cheers.
But first, I just want to thank you so much for coming here today. In this hot weather. I know the holiday is here, the weekend is here.
Yeah. I mean, the hot weather don't bother me. I got a perm, so I ain't worried about sweating my hair out.
Oh, period. And it's looking good. It's laid.
Thanks. I got it done yesterday.
Period. It's laid to pay. It's looking good. It's looking good. So first, I just want to get into just like your story a little bit of just you being an entrepreneur and going into this like business avenue and creating something where it not only suits you, but it also creates your identity a little bit, because I see with your brand, you do photo shoots, you expressing yourself, and it's confidence that I'm seeing. So that's what I kind of want to see, like how you got into that lane of being in like the whole fashion industry, finding the fabric, seeing like this is what I want to do type of thing.
So I was working at Wawa in 2016, and I was only there for like 6 months, and then I just left because I was tired of it. The distance was too long, and I ain't had no car at that time. So my boyfriend at that time, he's a DJ. He still is. I told him, I'm like, yeah, I want to do something like as far as like fashion wise. And I called one of my friends, and I told her, while we was down South Street, I called her and I told her, I said, sis, I want to make lingerie. Like, I didn't want to just jump straight into the t-shirts and like anything else that everybody else was doing. I wanted to do something different. And she like, well, do it, but what's the motive behind it? I'm like, I don't know. I just want to do lingerie. For me, lingerie makes me feel
sexy.
Yeah, it makes me feel a little frisky. Makes me feel real frisky.
I love that.
So I'm like, all right, my first intention was to do it for the girls in the strip club, because I used to be one of those strip club girls.
Period. From
18 to 23.
Wow.
So I'm like, all right, let me do it for them so it could be easier, because stripper clothes are expensive. And I'm originally from New York, so they're expensive.
Yeah.
Like, you paying at least like $100 just for a 2-piece. And that's not even including the shoes.
Yo, I feel like a lot of just like industries and careers and just jobs like that, people really don't be knowing. And the fact that you took something from your experience and was able to create something from that, like that's so dope. You know what I mean? And I want to like see like just your mental of going from just like, having to work a job to creating a business. Like, how was that development
I literally only had $40.
Wow.
I went down South Street, brought some fabric, and it was like trial and error, basically. Like, I started, and I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. I'm a Pisces. I procrastinate so much.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know if I want to do this now. We're around my birthday, around February-ish, and this guy named Dante reached out to me. He's the co-founder of Philly Urban Fashion Weekend.
Yeah.
So he reached out to me, and so summer 2017 is when I first got into it, like officially. Yeah. That's when I first showcased my line in his show, and then I had my own fashion show. That was a mess.
Why was it a mess?
It was a mess.
I mean, it's your first fashion show.
Yeah, so I know what to do. Yeah, so I know what to do next time I do decide to have a fashion show, but it was the worst experience ever. I started off with 16 models. Okay. I only had 4 by the time the show came about.
No, you didn't.
On everything.
What happened to the other people?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
The people don't be showing up.
They didn't show up to last fittings. They didn't sign contracts. They didn't come to practice.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
No, I really feel like that's something we got to touch on. When I feel like when people are, creating these shows, and how when people who see it or want to be a part, they don't really care as much. So it's like whatever type energy. But it's like, no, I feel like you got to respect the show. You got to respect the people who is doing it, because it's a lot that people are taking out their time, their money, you know what I mean? A lot of it. And then you just got people who can just up and quit or just like say whatever with it. You know what I mean?
It was wild. I had two performers. One of them didn't come because his girlfriend didn't like me. So she stopped him from coming.
I don't like that.
One of my DJ didn't come, so he sent somebody else in replace of him. Like, it was just...
Okay.
It was just a mess.
So you this is something that you learned, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I know what to do next time if I do decide to have another fashion show.
Okay, and you feel like you're going to do it in Philly, or?
It'll probably be in Philly, yeah. My first one was in Philly. It was near, you know where Barcode is? It was down the street from there. So I would probably have it in Philly again, but just not at that location where I was at.
Wow.
Probably be bigger. I'm planning for something bigger.
Well, listen, we plan on doing shows too, sis. So
yeah, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
The collab. So I love that. What do you think is one of like the key things you feel like you developed or learned in that process of just like, you know what I mean, going through, trial and error,
I would probably say, I don't even know.
So much.
Yeah, I would probably say patience.
Patience.
Yeah, I'd probably say patience.
And why patience?
Because I have a lot of patience, but I don't have patience for things that's not going my way. Like, if I wanted you to come to this fitting at 3 o'clock, I need you here at 3 o'clock, not 5:50.
Wow.
So it's like, all right, I'm being patient. I'm being understanding. I'm being patient, but I feel like you testing my patience now.
And it's like, how can we get people to take just like those type of small things of just being on time serious? You know what I mean? Because it's like, it just really shows, I guess, like the momentum, or just like, I guess the purpose or passion behind, like, if a person really wants to be a model, like, you know what I mean? And this is a show, so it's like, why are you not taking it serious?
Yep. And then one of my models, she wasn't even about to be in the show because the place that I had my fashion show at, it had a bar in there, and she was under 21, which I didn't even know. So he wasn't even about to allow her in the building. I'm like, well, she's one of my models. She didn't have her ID. She had to go back and get her ID. It was a mess.
It was a mess.
It was a mess.
I mean, in the next show, like, what is it that you feel like you about to do different, like, moving forward?
I'm definitely going to have models that's like old enough.
Old enough?
Yeah, I definitely need models that's old enough.
Right.
I'm going to make sure that they professional. I'm going to have probably better performers. I like the performer that I had. He came through. So I'll probably have him again, a different DJ. It'll just be different this time around. It'll be bigger. I want to have a bigger space, more people.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Ticket prices definitely going to go up.
Period.
Because those tickets was $10.
Oh,
for general admission and $20 for VIP. Okay. VIP had a little gift bag.
Little gift bag?
Yeah. They had candles. They had hand sanitizer. And they had a couple other things in there. I forgot. But yeah, it was a little cute little gift bag.
You made it work for your first show.
Because I'll be watching Milano's fashion shows, and I'll be like, all right, that's going to be my next thing. I've been to all her fashion shows except for the one she had at the Liberty place. So I'm like, all right, I'm taking a piece from all her fashion shows to see how I can go about my next one.
Yes.
So, because it's like, all right, I did that at 23, I'm 28 now. So I definitely know what to do and what not to do next time.
And I love that you taking notes, because a lot of times people will, look at someone who's doing something similar and it goes into like this, I feel like it's like a negative thing instead of like, taking notes or trying to really learn from somebody. Yeah. So I love that about you. What I want to ask is like, females being in your lingerie or in your brand, like how do you want them to feel? Like, what is it you want them to take away from that?
I want them to feel I want them to feel like how I be feeling. Because I
Okay,
be
how do
feeling
you
frisky.
be feeling?
I be feeling frisky. I be feeling sexy.
Period.
I be feeling like I'm in a Trey Songz video.
Oh,
I be feeling like I'm in a Trey Songz
Bottoms
video.
up.
Yes. Like, I be
Right.
feeling good. So I want
love
every
it.
female to feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it don't matter how much you weigh, what like your body type. I make it. It's custom made, so I make it to their body measurements.
Okay, why is that? Why do you do that?
Because I don't want to just be like in one certain size, I guess you could say. Like, I want it to be, all right, it's made for just her. Because I don't make the same pieces twice.
Oh, okay, I love
Unless
that.
I'm sampling it the first time, then I'll make it for somebody else. But I'm not going to make the same pieces twice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just for that person. If I have a lady that's like 2X, she got a special piece just for her 2X body.
Oh, wow.
I wear a medium and a small sometimes because my weight goes up and down. So I'm going to make a piece that fits my body type.
My body, yeah.
Instead of me making a piece that fits my body type and then somebody else buy it and then it don't fit them because it's probably like an inch loose or something.
Yeah.
Or an inch too tight.
Yeah.
So I want it to just fit just for them.
For them, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that you're doing that. Just that individuality and that uniqueness with that custom fit. Like, you know, a lot of times people really, that makes people feel good. Especially to know like, oh yeah, don't nobody else got this.
Yeah,
you know what
custom
I mean?
made, one and only. Like,
Yeah.
that's just theirs. That's just their piece. Nobody else has that. It's not a duplicate. Like, nah.
All right, but my thing is, what you got for the guys though? As you want to ever show love to the guys though, like, I mean, we like to feel sexy, we like to feel good, like, oh, we just left out of the margin.
No. See, here's the thing with the men's, right? I was going to add the men's collection to it, but the measurements is so hard.
Really? Why?
I think so because trying to measure like the weight, like y'all measurements are different from ours.
Right.
So it's like, all right, like how am I do this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause I can't measure my partner. Like, it's gonna be weird.
I feel like you just gotta get some guys, get some measure.
I know.
You got a model, right? I got you, baby.
All right, cool. Because I'm gonna need some measurement. Cause I keep delaying it because I don't have measurements. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it. Like, I just need to just get this over and done with this men's collection. Cause they keep asking me for it.
Yeah, why not? You know what I mean? We want to feel a part. Like, we want.
And I do want to add men to the fashion show too. So,
that would be nice.
I definitely need to.
I think that would be dope. Is there anybody like in Philly that you would want to collab with, like when you're doing your shows, or?
As far as fashion wise?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not. What? You just stick it to yourself.
Yeah, because the Philly fashion scene, as far as like designers, is a little. I'm not gonna say cliche, but it's just.
I know what you mean, though.
It might clash. I don't want somebody to try to feel like they're overpowering my small brand because they're a bigger brand than mine.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want them to feel like, okay, well, I got 15 models and they all in my stuff and you got yours, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but we supposed to collab.
We
like,
supposed to collab, yeah.
So I don't want them to feel like they overpowering.
I feel like I completely agree, and I feel like I really want just us, like, it's just as a community to really just get over a lot of these like small lumps, because I feel like when we're actually able to really like get together and really plan some stuff out, it can really be major. You know what I mean? But it's so many of these like small divisions where, just how you say when you had your show, a guy didn't want a girl in it because they didn't like you. Like,
Yeah, because his girlfriend had an issue with me, which I still to this day don't know what the issue is.
Wow.
But he told me, and I'm like, well, damn, what happened? I'm glad I didn't pay. I wasn't paying him, but I'm like, well, what happened? Like, why you didn't come to the show? And he told me the reason why, because his girlfriend at that time didn't want him to come because it was me.
I mean, I just feel like stuff like that, I get where you're trying to keep the peace, but it's like, people gotta understand business and personal. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you created this show, you just want to have a successful show, that's business. You know what I mean? I don't think the two should ever cross lines, but obviously they always do.
Yeah, it's
the
girls hate
lingerie,
me to
sis.
begin
It's the
with.
lingerie. They see you in the lingerie, that's why.
That's
see
probably why. I think that my Instagram is a little wild sometimes, so that play a part in it too. And, you know, I can't control it.
Right, yeah. No, I love that. Is there any like models you want to see in like your lingerie, or say if you had like the choice of like a celebrity, who would you want to see in your lingerie really eating it up?
Probably celebrity wise, probably K Michelle.
Ooh.
I love me some me and K Michelle. We like this. It's spiritual. Like I love me some K Michelle.
No, I love that.
I love me
I
some
do.
K Michelle.
All right, so what I want to ask is just like what is it that you can give to someone from your experience of what you learned, like starting being an entrepreneur and just growing up in your environment, getting out of that mindset and growing into like okay, I'm becoming like a businesswoman now. You know what I mean?
I would tell them to just go ahead and do it. If you got a plan, just do it.
Just do it.
Don't overthink it. Don't sleep on it. Just do it. If you got to rebrand as much as you need to. Because I rebranded 3 times.
Really?
This would be my 4th time.
Wow.
Like relaunching.
And you just feel like the first time you branded, you feel like it just didn't hit you. Like you was like, I didn't really resonate with it.
Because everything was like hand sewn or like sewn from the sewing machine. So it's like, all right, these pieces not hitting like how I want them to. Ooh. So let me rebrand, do it over, and just go from there. New logo, everything. Period. Like rebranded everything because I got 2 other things that I'm worried about: the book and then my lounge. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. So I was like, all right, let me rebrand this first, and then I'm gonna do everything else. Yeah. But rebrand if you need to, just do it. Don't even overthink it.
Love that. Love that. So who behind the brand? Who is Notoya?
Notoya is that overly confident girl.
We see it. We see it. We see it.
She is the fun girl out of everybody. She's the silly one. Like I'm just out there. Me and my friends were talking about this the other day about me putting too much on social media. Yeah. And it's just like, that's my expressive outlet.
But that's who I feel like people try to box people in due to how they feel like people should express themselves or how they feel like from other people express themselves.
Yep, and I told her I am no longer shrinking myself to be digestible. Ooh. Y'all can choke.
And I love that. I love that you got that attitude. Why is that important to you though?
Because I don't want to be content with being myself. I did that too. I did that in high school and like all my schooling life. I don't want to be content with being myself. Like if I want to be this comfortable in my sexuality like I am, then that's what I'm going to do. Right. If I want to talk about different things on social media, then that's what I'm going to do. Period. Yeah. Like I don't feel as though I gotta tone myself down for the opinion of others. I don't really care.
Yeah. I love that. No, I do. Because, like, these people, we got to get out of it. We got to get out of that. Like, we got to really walk into our true selves and not give a F about nothing. It's all about us. Like, we the main character. Yeah. And that's all it gives. So, cool. Any last words you want to close out? Put your social media out there where they can find you.
So, my Instagram is The Real Notoya Love. Just TheRealNotoya and then love. Yeah. And then it's the same on TikTok. I don't have a Twitter.
You be making TikTok
sometimes.
Little Dane.
Yeah.
I'm not so you working on it.
You probably will. You probably will.
You just better have the lingerie on.
I don't know.
Your brand.
I don't know. My partner might tell me to take that down.
That's a no-no.
I had to send that personally to him.
Okay, period.
Other than that, I do be on TikTok.
Period.
I mainly be on Instagram, though. Instagram is like my main outlet.
Yeah, Instagram is the bag. If you really know how to navigate it, that's the bag. So,
definitely.
I just wish all the best of luck to you, Notoya, and everything that you're doing and trying to accomplish, all of your endeavors. Y'all, make sure y'all like, subscribe. Make sure y'all follow Notoya's brand. Make sure y'all show love and support a black business. And y'all already know what it is. We all sign out. I'm gonna see y'all later. We out.